Hi everyone, it's Denise. Welcome to the Weight Loss Diaries. It's Saturday, July 25th, 2009. It's really Friday, but I'm supposed to post this on Saturday, so I don't have an official weigh-in for you because it's not Saturday yet, and I weigh in on Saturday mornings. So I did step on the scale just now, and it's late in the day, and I've been drinking water all day, so it's showing a loss, but I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to wait till tomorrow to post the official amount. I'm trying to get 5.5 pounds lost this month. I'm trying to get 5.5 pounds lost every month for the next 18 months so that I can come in at 100 pounds of lost by the time we go to Las Vegas at the end of 2010, or actually I think we're going to move that to the very beginning of 2011 in January, just to beat the crowds and have it be less expensive. If you don't know, the Weight Loss Diaries girls are getting together for a meet and greet. And we're doing this in 18 months in hopes that most of us will have reached our goal, or at least maybe gone halfway or even a quarter of the way. Doesn't really matter how much we lose, but it definitely is a great goal to have at the end, kind of dangling there, pushing you to try to do your best every month. 5.5 pounds for me is very attainable in my mind. It allows for plateaus, it allows for slip-ups, it's a good solid weight loss, and if I keep doing that for 18 months, it equals 100 pounds. I think 99 or something like that, but I'll lose a little extra because I want 100. Anyway, so, yeah, I want 100 really bad. I joined Weight Watchers last Tuesday. I joined the Weight Watchers online, and I'm really glad I did. I was talking to you guys last week about how I can't control my portions and I needed help, and so my form of help was joining Weight Watchers. I decided that that was a good way to control the portions. I'm still eating clean, but Weight Watchers is helping me keep that all under control so that I don't overeat, because there are some clean foods that I absolutely love, and because of the way that my habits are and because I'm kind of like an addict with my food, I'll overeat it. Avocados is one of them. I don't stop eating avocados, so I have to have having the program to structure out everything is really helping me a lot. But it's also been difficult because I am an addict, and I swear I went through like withdrawal, or not really withdrawal, but like itchiness. Like not literally itchiness, that's not a bad word to use, like a drug addict who needs a fix. They're very like, like, what do I do? Very like, oh my gosh, anxious, like totally anxious. I did that like the second day and part of the third day. And this is only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the fourth day. So yeah, that was just yesterday, the day before. I really had a hard time with it. And that is usually when I'm like, screw this sucks, I don't want to be regulated like this, I'm not doing this, I hate dieting. That's usually when I go into that whole thing, and I maybe last to the end of the week, or maybe I push it another half a week, but then I give up. I mean, I just don't do it longer than that because that mentality pops up and it stops me. But things are different this time. I have that goal set. I'm 42. I have high blood pressure. My mother has early kidney failure. I'm headed down that road, and I have to do something. I want it really, really bad this time. It's different. I don't know why. I want it just as bad as I've ever wanted it, I think. But I have a resolve about the fact that I'm just going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So when I started going through those kind of withdrawal things, and I really just wanted to put something in my mouth, and I wanted to feel full is what it is. I noticed that that's what makes me feel better. I eat so much that I feel totally relaxed and in this state of like a blahness afterwards, and it is in effect a drug. That is exactly what it is. And I wasn't feeling full, and I was feeling very dissatisfied and very empty, and just, oh my god, I mean, it was just like what a drug addict must go through. It feels like it, it sounds like it. I used to go to meetings for NA with my husband David, and they would talk about this, and I could totally relate to it with my food. I mean, I'm convinced that I'm an addict, a food addict, absolutely. So anyway, my way of dealing with that was to really, literally suck it up. I told myself in my head, this is going to pass. Just ride it through. It's going to pass. And if you really can't handle it and you really have to be full, go eat something that's 0 points and eat double the serving. Just go stick it in your mouth. It was green beans is what I ate. And by the time I ate the 1 serving of green beans, I didn't need something else. I felt fuller. I felt like I had something. I mean, it was kind of an epiphany. It was like, okay, well, I'm going to eat if I feel like I have to eat. But I'm going to eat something really healthy and that's not going to cost me my weight loss. So I'm learning new things about vegetables. Never been a vegetable person, and Weight Watchers Online has tons of recipes, wonderful recipes. And I also found a zucchini pancake recipe in, I think it was Good Housekeeping magazine, which was really surprising. And it comes in at, for 2 pancakes, it comes in at 1 point. So I'm going to share that with you guys, but some other time. Anyway, maybe on my personal channel I'll put that up. So, it's been a struggle, but it's also been good. I expected the struggle, that's how I am. But I'm just not going to stop this time. I can't. I don't know. I can't explain why, but I just can't. I can't. There's no other option, and I don't feel pressure by that. I just feel resolve. I don't know. Go figure. Okay, so, topic of the week is quotes. What's your favorite quote? Well, my favorite quote that stuck with me for a really long time is very simple, but it's really hard to master. And it is, as you think, so shall you be. As you think, so shall you be. So if you think of yourself as fat and lazy and not good for anything and incapable of doing weight loss, then you're going to become that, because you're thinking it all the time. You're not giving yourself an open chance. You're not opening yourself up to it. You're totally closed off to that thinking, so you will become that. Our minds are really powerful. I truly believe that. And I think that if you think of yourself as an athlete, you think of yourself as a Weight Watcher, a successful Weight Watcher, a successful, fit person, then you're going to become that. As you think, so shall you be. You have to be careful what you do to yourself in your head. Because if you're always putting yourself down and you're always... The way that I relate it is there are times when I am feeling insecure. And that insecurity can totally get the better of me. And if I let it do that, then it sure as shit, it happens. Whatever it is I'm afraid of or whatever it is that I'm worried about is exactly what happens. Because that's what I'm thinking, and so that's what I end up becoming. So I'm really working hard at mastering this new mindset, and maybe that is part of what is motivating me and getting me to this resolve that I have now. I don't know, but it certainly fits. So that quote's been with me for a really long time, and it's meant different things at different times in my life. But then I was surfing YouTube last night, and I was on Truly Jess's page, and she had this, it was one of her old videos, and she had this poem that she and a friend, it looked like, were reciting, and it's called Don't Quit. Now I had a poem, and this poem is fashioned from that poem that was called Don't Quit on my wall when I was younger, and I really, really liked it. I don't know, it was my metaphor for life back then, I guess. It was very optimistic. I'm more pessimistic now, but it serves me well, so I'll stick with it. Alright, so this quote, Don't Quit, is weight loss related. They've revamped it to be weight loss related, and I think it's great. So I'm going to share it with you. Don't quit. When you've eaten too much and you can't write it down, and you feel like the biggest failure in town, when you want to give up just because you gave in and forget all about being healthy and thin, so what? You went over your points a bit. It's your next move that counts, so don't you quit. It's a moment of truth, it's an attitude change, it's learning the skills to get back in your range. It's telling yourself, you've done great up till now, you can take on this challenge and beat it somehow. It's part of your journey toward reaching your goal. You're still gonna make it, just stay in control. To stumble and fall is not a disgrace if you summon the will to get back in the race. But often the strugglers, when losing their grip, just throw in the towel and continue to slip, and learn too late when the damage is done that the race wasn't over, they still could have won. Lifestyle change can be awkward and slow, but facing each challenge will help you to grow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint in a cloud of doubt. When you're pushing to the brink, just refuse to submit. If you bite it, you write it, but don't you quit. I love that. I think that is very cool, and I'm going to be putting that on my refrigerator. So anyway, that's it for me this week. I will check in next week, and I think I'll talk a little bit more about Vegas next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great week, and I'll see you all later. Bye.